Hey.
Hello! Welcome back! This is part, are we saying part? Episode?
Part 2.
Part 2 of the Build series.
One day it's gonna be like part 17. Hopefully not.
Hopefully not, indeed. See this spider web from our window?
I do.
Hi, I'm Sarah. This is Jess, and that's Ollie. For the past 10 months, we've been living full-time in our converted Sprinter van, Lynn Van Well, traveling the country, exploring beautiful sights, and watching our pup Ollie grow up. But 10 months is a long time, and now it's time to make some changes. Today, it's all about building the framework. That was probably very not explained well. And make sure you subscribe to Uphill Adventure right here on YouTube as well as Instagram.
Last we left off, we had just gotten a layout and was starting to do a little bit of wiring, just the beginnings of wiring, but I ran out of lugs, so we had to put that on pause and kind of find some other projects to do.
It's kind of hard to know where to start. I think that's what I've been learning from watching Sarah try to figure out where to start the last couple of days. But you're doing a great job.
Yeah, I'm definitely all over the place. Like, oh, let's do a little bit of this. Let's do this. Let's do that.
Well, part of that, like you're saying, is we had to order a few more parts.
Had to wait for some things.
Yeah.
Good morning! It's another day here. Let me catch you up on what I did off camera the other day. So, I think we're gonna go with this for the batteries. These Battleborn batteries can be mounted any direction that you want, upside down, sideways, diagonal, whatever you want. And if we mount them sideways like so, we are utilizing more of our vertical space here and not so much of our floor space. It gives us like an extra 4 or so inches this way, which is gonna be great, utilizing the space up top. So what I am working on now is figuring out a layout for these things that need to be mounted on a board, which is gonna go behind here. That was probably very not explained well, but certainly not going to win any awards, but I made it. Now we are going to paint it and let it dry, and then maybe tomorrow mount the things. The next thing that I'm working on is the shore power cord. Kind of a disclaimer here, I don't know what order I'm doing things in. I'm just kind of doing them and trying to think big picture and not get too far ahead of myself, but do little projects that can, be done. Like I can do ferro rods on the end of the shore power cord and get that all ready to go, but not hook it into the inverter yet. I'm just trying to do a lot of prep work right now, just getting things ready and then you know, we'll dive in and actually get things hooked up once big picture is a little bit more firm. Hello.
Hello, we saw you were making a video, so we wanted to come and sit with you.
Oh my gosh. Hi. Did you just wake up?
I did, and then you had a late lunch.
Oh, because we forgot to feed you.
Exactly.
Oh no. How's it going?
It's going alright, yeah. How are things going here?
Going okay.
Yeah.
I'm just about to put ferro rods on the end of the shore power cord and put them in there.
And that'll be done,
I
right?
cut it.
Yeah, you did.
I thought the priority was to get a long enough cord for the inverter. We'll see if we can fit an outlet somewhere as well.
Yeah.
This was the priority.
Perfect.
So, doing that now.
Awesome, babe.
Thanks.
It looks really good back here.
Thanks. So this is the end. And you just put it on the wire. You pick the right size. You put it on there. Now the shore power plug, hopefully you can see it right there. I might try to get you a little bit closer, but it's very clearly marked. You've got white, green, black, your wires, white, green, black. You just pop them in. There's screws right on the side. You just tighten it up. Easy peasy. Also, we've got one end hooked into our shore power right up here, and then the other end is down here, which will pop into the inverter when it's ready. Let's go over here to check on, I spray painted, I found spray paint, and I'm lazy, so I went for it. Spray paint this guy. Let's give it a check. Yeah, let's try. We're gonna wrap up the day with a quick run through of what we've got going on the board. So we will have the negative, and well, we'll start there. We'll have the negative coming from the battery bank, right there. The negative is going to come in through this hole here, which will go to the bottom of the shunt. This is the Victron battery monitor shunt. So it'll go to the negative here, and we've got the negative, or the negative will continue, and we're going to go from this side of the shunt into the Lynx distributor. We'll take a pause there and move up to the positive. The positive from the battery bank will come in down here as well. It will go through our 300 amp fuse, which will sit right here. We are waiting for that to arrive. It will then go out the back here. It's going to come onto the kill switch, come off the kill switch, come back through here, go to the positive end of the Lynx distributor. The Lynx distributor is basically just a fancy bus bar. So what we've got is the positive and the negative, which will come here, and this cord will go down into the inverter. We've got the positive and the negative here, which will go over to our smart solar. We've got a positive and a negative here, which will come off and go into the BIM, which is our charger from the alternator. So we already said we've got the positive and the negative, which will come here to the battery coach. Then we've got battery chassis, which is coming from the front battery, and then we've got the ground, which goes to the negative. And we've got the smart charger, which is the solar charge control, and like I mentioned, coming from the second line in the Lynx, it will go back behind, it will come out here, go in where the battery is. PV, positive and negative, is the solar charge control, the solar wires coming from the panels, and they will go right out there. That is a quick overview. There are some things on here that I didn't mention that will go into more detail when we actually wire up all of this, but for the most part, that's what this guy looks like. Good morning. First thing that I'm going to work on today is building the new house for the control panel. What has to go in there are these two AC and DC panels, the battery monitor, and the multi-controller for the inverter. So on the top here is the old one, which I saved so that I can get a marking for the size of it as well as for the panels here, and then we'll do new marks for the inverter and the management. The Multi-Plus comes with this really handy template that I'm just going to cut out and follow that for putting that on. I'm sure that the battery monitor over there, the circle piece, came with one as well, but that is long gone since we had this this piece of gear from our first build. So we're just gonna do some guesswork with the back part, and thankfully that one just uses the big circle drill. There you have it. This guy is finished. We will pop the panels in and the rest of the battery monitor when it's time for the actual install. Kind of jumping around all over the place today because I'm waiting on lugs and I can't do any more wiring until I have more lugs. So just kind of trying to do what I can until those come. So what I'm going to work on next is building the frame for the batteries. So what it's going to be is I think I'm using 2x2s going here on the end and here on the end. They will go up, and then we'll do a board across, and then we'll go back and then halfway up. So we're going to start by doing these two boards and the board on the top going across, and maybe one like in the middle here. I don't think I'm going to do one on the bottom so that there's enough room to connect these and we can bump this out a little bit. But maybe I'll do one right across to keep the batteries in place. We'll see how it evolves. Okay, got the front part of the frame done. We'll sit like so. So we're going to cover it. Yeah, let's do the cover now. Right? Why not? Yeah, let's do the cover. Okay, so that's what this part's gonna look like. Very exciting times. So heavy. I wanted to put it up there, but it's too heavy without any back supports. It's gonna be a bad situation. But that is a wrap on day 5. Yes, wrap on day 5. See y'all tomorrow.
Overall, I think you did a really good job the last couple of days. The frames that you made are so good. They look so good. And you're getting starting with the air conditioner, which Oliver's really going to appreciate. So yeah, I think things are looking great.
Yeah, it's
going. It's crazy. Every day, I feel like I do so much.
Yeah.
And then we go inside and have dinner with my parents, my wonderful parents, and they're like, how's the van going today? Like, what all did you get done? Because I've been out here all day, like, working for hours. And I'm like, well, I cut a board, and I screwed it to something.
Yeah.
Like, it just feels like...
It's a lot of mental energy, and it's just, it takes a lot.
I know, it feels like I'm out here all the time and making all this great progress and
Yeah.
doing all these things, and then at the end of the day, it's like, well, I did one thing.
No. She's had to learn how to use some new tools that you ordered. I mean, there's a learning curve in all of it, so
Yeah.
you're doing great.
It's been fun. The weather has been amazing. I'm trying to do as much as I can. There's a hurricane coming at some point. Not really the hurricane. Up here on the East Coast, like, the hurricanes come up, and then you get, like, the
rain
and
the wet
and
and the
the
cold.
for like 4 days when
Yeah.
they come through. So that's going to happen at some point in the next couple of days. So we're trying to do as much as possible before then.
Yep. So we'll see what we can do next.
Yes, stick around for the next episode coming out on Wednesday. And if you want more, because who doesn't want more? 2 videos a week of this is not enough. If you want to see more of me,
Maybe some like outtakes.
maybe, I don't know. I don't know what, but more of me and more of us. Head over to Patreon where we're putting all sorts of things up there. Just click the link on this card right here and it'll take you there.
Yep, sounds good. So see you all next time.
All right, catch you later.
Bye.
And then you read the instructions. Because have I ever done this before? Nope, but you don't know that. How to use. Okay, get the proper connectors. Yes, strip the wire. We did that. The conductor is inserted. We did that. Put the connected wire into the crimper jaw and start to crimp. Oh, that's it. Press it down. Okay. Crimp it in. Look at that.